Welcome back. Today's story is not just about politics or finance. It's about how one man's tweets and one institution's policy decisions could reshape the entire global economy. We're diving into the heated feud between Donald Trump and Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. Why it matters, how it affects your money, and what could happen next. Buckle up. The U.S. stock market took a nosedive. The S&P 500 dropped 2.4%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average followed suit, and the Nasdaq fell over 2.5%. Since January, the Nasdaq alone has lost nearly 18% of its value. At the same time, the U.S. dollar, usually a haven in times of turmoil, weakened significantly. The dollar index hit its lowest point since 2022. There can be a slowing of the economy unless Mr. Too Late, a major loser, lowers interest rates now. Yes, that's Donald Trump launching a fresh attack on the man he himself appointed, Fed Chair Jerome Powell. So what's going on here? Why is Trump so upset with Powell? And what power does the Fed really hold? The Federal Reserve sets interest rates, which in turn influence borrowing costs for businesses, consumers, and banks. Lower rates tend to stimulate economic activity, great for growth but risky for inflation. Powell has taken a cautious approach. Trump wants aggression. Trump has criticized Powell since at least 2018, arguing that interest rates were too high and harming U.S. competitiveness. But Powell has resisted political pressure, emphasizing the Fed's independence, a core principle for most central banks around the world. Central bank independence is key to financial stability and low inflation. This is a major reversal, and we have to watch out for it. The ripple effects were felt worldwide. Japan's Nikkei, Australia's ASX 200, and Germany's DAX all slipped. Even typically stable markets like the UK's FTSE 100 felt the tremors. In times of uncertainty, investors often flock to gold, and that's exactly what happened. Prices skyrocketed past $3,500 per ounce, a new all-time high. Gold's rise isn't just about inflation. It's about geopolitical instability, Ukraine, Gaza, and growing tensions in the Arctic. This is where things get legally murky. Can the president just fire the Fed chair? Technically, the Federal Reserve Chair serves a 4-year term, but removal requires cause, and policy disagreement isn't enough. Still, one of Trump's top advisors has confirmed they're exploring the option. Powell, for his part, has told reporters he doesn't believe the president has that authority. If Trump does move to remove Powell, it could shatter the long-standing principle of central bank independence, triggering major market panic. This feud isn't just about egos. It's about the future of monetary policy in America and beyond. In the 1970s, U.S. presidents regularly pressured the Fed, often with disastrous results, including sky-high inflation and a deep recession. Since then, Fed independence has been sacred. Today, breaking that tradition could lead to loss of investor confidence, increased borrowing costs, currency instability, reduced U.S. credibility globally. Rising yields signal investor anxiety, higher risk, higher reward. It's a flashing red light. Scenario 1, Powell holds firm. The Fed stays independent, but markets remain volatile due to continued Trump pressure. Scenario 2, Trump removes Powell. Massive legal battles ensue. Global markets tank. Confidence in U.S. monetary policy collapses. Scenario 3, compromise. Powell takes a slightly more dovish tone. Trump eases off. Markets stabilize for now. The IMF is preparing to downgrade global growth forecasts, warning of notable markdowns. A U.S. downturn will likely drag the global economy with it. So what should you do while the titans of politics and finance battle it out? Financial tips. Diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in U.S. stocks. Consider precious metals. Gold has long been a hedge in uncertain times. Watch the bond market. Rising yields mean safer returns for now. Stay informed. Policy changes can have real impacts on jobs, mortgages, and inflation. If you found this analysis helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to Grab and Go Media, and ring the bell for more deep dives on global issues that affect your wallet. This isn't just about markets. It's about trust in leadership, in institutions, and in the very system that runs our economy. Let's keep watching it together.